Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Chicago and the Pistons. And it's the Pistons to start out. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got White. He's out there with Hersey Hawkins. Artest is out there with Russell. And it's Haywood in at the 4. Now here's Jackson. Shoots over White. Jackson misses.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting their mid-range jumper as well.
Here's White. And there's the feed to Haywood. Pocket 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Outside Bradley. This is to Jackson. Harris outside. Outside Bradley. Shoots the 3. Haywood with the rebound. Pistons on defense. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
And right there, a little miscommunication on that pass.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Jackson with it. Harris passes to Bradley. Just 5 on the clock. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Harris has got the first points up on the board for Detroit. And White kicks to Russell. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Jackson kicks to Harris. Second change shot, and he makes the bucket. True contact and gets the whistle, too.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
The pass to Haywood. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's stolen by Bradley. Pass to Morris from the arc. They get a hand on it. Pistons on defense. Hawkins passes to White. And the 3 off target. Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Drummond. Bradley is screen on Russell. Back to Jackson. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over White. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Chicago trails by 3. Here's Hawkins. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hawkins has got his first points in this one.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Jackson kicks to Harris. Haywood with the block. Right side, White over Jackson. White, good.
White.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Jackson kicks to Bradley. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Bradley's got himself on the board with 3 there. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. And here we go. Here's Smith. Hands the shot with nobody near him. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Brown dishes to Divac. Pass to Stojakovic. The kick out to Brown. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Lure a screen on Stojakovic. Galloway, the pass to Smith. There's a screen by Marjanovic. 6 to shoot. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Brown. Passes it to Carmelo. Fires the 3. And it's Brown missing.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
Smith kicks to Johnson. Lure up top. Feeds to Galloway. Brown against Smith. On the wing, Johnson. Over Anthony. Johnson's shot is off. It's Brown with the drive. Here's Anthony. Johnson with some nice D. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pistons lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Chicago trailing here. So for Chicago right now, they've got Peja Stojakovic. Divac is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. And it's Brown in at the point. And finished off by Brown.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
He also is one of the most skilled finishers in the league. Yet another spectacular play.
Here's Marjanovic. The second chance effort. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Kennard, he's checked in for Detroit. Brown against Smith. It's stolen by Smith. 3-on-3. The pass to Kennard. Lure the screen. Kicks it to Galloway. Nice D from Porzingis.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
Porzingis with a screen on Smith. It's Brown with the drive. Used the screen and took it all the way.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Back to Galloway. They set the pick. He kicks it to Smith. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Shot clock at 5. Count it. Good. And the Pistons lead by 3.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Now White. He feeds it to Haywood. Back to White. Haywood with a screen on Harris. White dishes to Haywood. The feed to Artest. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Yes. Spencer Haywood.
And Detroit has possession. And here's Jackson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside Bradley. Morris outside. 6 to shoot. Drummond with a screen on Artest. Here's Morris. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Inside, here's Hawkins, and it's sent back by Drummond. Now Detroit moving it up. Bradley kicks to Jackson. The dish to Morris. Drummond sets the screen for Morris. Over Artest. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. On the wing, Jackson. White covering. They set the pick. Dishes it to Bradley. Drummond a screen. Bradley passes to Drummond. And it's sent back by Russell. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Now the Bulls with it. They trail by 1. White dishes to Russell. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Bulls shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Free throw good, Russell. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Drummond a screen. It's Jackson with the drive. And Drummond throws it down.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
He's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, and he demonstrated why right there.
White against Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Artest kicks to Hawkins. Rebounded by the Pistons.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
Drummond. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Bill Russell.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
A different look here for Detroit. Johnson comes in for Bradley. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jackson. Porzingis with the ball, picked up by Harris. Porzingis passes to White. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. And White slams it in. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Galloway dishes to Johnson. 4 seconds left, and it's Harris with the bucket inside. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball.
Chicago trailing here. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Pistons, Andre Drummond is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Bradley in at the 2 guard. That one misses.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. Pass to Jackson. Back to Bradley. Shot clock at 6. Lets a floater go. And the layup by Jackson. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
White the pass to Artest. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now here's Jackson. Drummond with a screen on White. Jackson dishes to Morris. Pass to Harris. To the inside. And it's Drummond missing.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Jackson kicks to Harris. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. 6 to shoot. Here's Bradley. Drummond. Rebound by the Bulls. Russell's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
Outside Jackson. Teardrop shot. Rebound by the Bulls. Russell's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And with that miss, shooting only 20% coming out of the break. Ouch.
So it's Detroit now. 4-point game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Drummond with a screen on Hawkins. And it's Bradley off the drive. Terrific design on the big play. And he lays it in. Bradley's got 5.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
And slam dunk by Haywood.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. So it's the Pistons now. Here's Jackson. He dishes it to Morris. In the corner, Bradley with it. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Russell. Hawkins against Bradley. Baseline try. Again, Chicago.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Detroit trails by 6. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Back to Lure. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Vlade Divac.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
Lure against Porzingis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Johnson. For Chicago, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Smith kicks to Johnson. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Off the screen. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. Marjanovic has got 5 now.
I love the effort there. Refuses to give up on that play.
Brown the pass to Divac. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Divac has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Smith kicks to Lure. Pass to Galloway. Now here's Marjanovic, defended by Stojakovic. Divac with the block. And so it's Chicago, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. We've got more in store for you right after this. Three quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Anthony. Peja Stojakovic is out there with Brown. And there's Porzingis. And it's Divac in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Galloway. The baseline jumper goes down. Galloway has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Detroit. Brown dishes to Divac. And it's sent back by Drummond. Stojakovic. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Smith. Porzingis with the block. And he gets it back. And stolen by Drummond. It's stolen by Brown. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That free throw, no good. For the Pistons, Tobias Harris is checked in for Lure. Marcus Morris comes in for Johnson. And it's Avery Bradley in for Smith. Detroit trails by 8. Harris outside. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. It's good.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
Offensive rebound. Here's Porzingis. And botches the dunk. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, Marcus.
Free throw good for Morris. And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. So for the Bulls. And Morris drops them both. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. White the pass to Haywood. And he banks in the layup. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Jackson kicks to Bradley. Feeds it to Harris. Drummond sets the screen for Bradley. Over Hawkins. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. 7 points for Avery Bradley.
Superb pick there that allowed his teammates to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
Russell, no good.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
Stolen by Haywood. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. It's stolen by Morris. Shoots it up. Haywood with the rebound.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
That free throw good from Haywood. Detroit trails by 7. Morris with a screen on Hawkins. From deep three-point range, Morris with the bucket.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
And that one's good. Russell.
And not an easy shot for him there. I don't care what the range was. He still had to work to get that one up over the D.
There's the pick. The pass to Jackson. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. Jackson hits both of them.
and good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
And slam dunk by Haywood.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 6. We've got 1:48 left in the game. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Bill Russell.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
And during the timeout, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Everyone's trying to keep them focused.
Thank you, David.
His teammates recognize that he has the hot hand going. That's why they get him the ball every chance they get.
Detroit trails by 8. Outside Jackson. Morris outside. Drummond a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Shot off the pick. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Harris up top. Haywood covering from 10 feet out. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Tobias Harris.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Chicago grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And they go to the intentional foul. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Count that one.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
Jackson, that's good.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 8. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drummond sets the screen for Morris.
It'll be a jump ball.
So it's the Pistons now. Harris dishes to Morris. Off target from three-point range. Kicks to Haywood. And slam dunk by Haywood.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.